Welcome to our RCC Math Tape Series. Our first lesson is the beginning of our whole number unit. On this lesson, we'll be learning or reviewing how to read and write whole numbers. We will be ordering whole numbers and rounding whole numbers. As you view the tape, take careful notes. If I explain a concept or do a problem that's unclear to you, stop the tape and find some help. Let's begin with our work with whole numbers. Let's make sure we all agree as to what a whole number is. The whole numbers are the numbers that you teach a small child to count with, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But in addition to those counting numbers, we also include the number 0 in our whole numbers. So here is a list of the whole numbers written in set notation. You notice they begin with 0 and then continue. Now I certainly can't write all the whole numbers down, so I put 3 little dots to show you that the whole numbers keep going. Now here are the things we're going to be doing first with our whole numbers. We will first learn how to read a whole number. Then we'll give the place value of a particular digit in the whole number. We'll write a whole number in expanded form. And when given the word name for a whole number, we'll write it in numerical form. We're going to begin with a very large whole number. I'm going to read it to you. It's 58,924,501,237. Now we'll look at the pieces of this whole number so you can see why I read it the way I did, and then we'll practice reading numbers. Okay, as you look at this number, you'll see, beginning on the right-hand side, that it has commas every time you have a group of 3 numbers. You always do that with your large whole numbers. Now, let's look at the places. Okay, you always start and you have a ones place. Then you have a tens place. And then you have a hundreds place. So we have 7 ones, 3 tens, and 2 hundreds. Now, when you come to your comma, you have another group of 3 numbers. And that 3 numbers, you still have the same 3 places, ones, tens, and hundreds. But that next group has a special name. The first group of 3 numbers does not have a special name, but the second group has a special name of thousands. So what this 1 really means is that we have 1,000. We have 0 ten thousands, and we have 500 thousands. So the second group of numbers is called thousands. The third group of numbers still has ones, tens, and hundreds, but its group name is millions. So we have 4 1 millions, 2 10 millions, 9 100 millions. Still ones, tens, and hundreds, but the group name is millions. Our next group over is billions. We have 8 1 billions, 5 10 billions, and this time we don't have anything in the hundreds place, so we don't have any 100 billions. Now, there are numbers that are bigger than billions, like trillions and so on, but we won't be concerned with anything any bigger than billions. So if you can learn about the group names for a number that includes billions. If you can learn how to read a number like this, you'll be fine. So if you don't already know these group names, you need to learn the first group has no name. The second group of 3 digits is called thousands. The next group is called millions. And then the next group is called billions. Within each group, there are ones, tens, and hundreds. Ones, tens, and hundreds. Now let's look at another large number, 59, 237, 164. Now this time I want us to read it and think about why it reads a certain way. Okay, when you're getting ready to read a number, you read exactly what you see in each group. So when I look here, I see 59. So I would say 59, and then I put the group name after the 59. Since this is in the third group over, remember the first group didn't have a name. The second group is called thousands, and the third group is called millions. So when I'm reading this, I would read it 59 million, because I see 59. Then when I get to the 237, I would say 237, and then put my group name, thousand, and then 164. Now let's look and see how that would be written. 59 million, then you put a comma where the comma is here. 237,000, put your comma, 164. So you always read what you see, like the 59, but then put the group name million, the 237, put the group name thousand, the 164, and then that didn't have a group name. Now, a couple of other things you need to notice about the way we write it and the punctuation. First of all, with 2-digit numbers between 21 and including 99, we put hyphens. So we have 50-9 for 59, 30-7 for 37, and 60-4 for 64. Something else that you'll notice that we don't have the word and in here anywhere. When you're reading a whole number, you try not to say and. So you try to read this without and. 59,237,164, not 164. We leave the and out, and we let our and be reserved for when we're working with decimals. When you say the word and, you usually mean that's where the decimal goes. So try when you're reading it and writing it not to say the word and. Now let's look at some of the particular places in the number. I've written the number down again, and this time I've circled some of the digits so that we can talk about what place a particular digit is in. The first digit I've circled is the 6. So let's decide what place the 6 is in. Okay, to decide what place you're in, you always count ones, tens, and hundreds. So this time, since the 6 is just the second one over, it's in the tens place. Now, because the first group doesn't have a special name, we really just have 6 tens. So the place value of the 6 is that we have 6 tens. And then if you wanted to write the value of that, 6 tens in value form is 60. But the place value is tens.